Good afternoon, everyone. Abe from GameStar here. It's Tuesday, March 11th, and we got this big guy coming in. It is our second container of March. Feels like it's our third, just because we've had a bunch, kind of one after the other here. Let me get this. Excuse the camera work operating this thing. See if we need to. Yeah, we're gonna need to. We're gonna definitely need to move it forward a bit. Well, maybe not. Let's see. Let's move all this out the way first. Actually, no, it's because it's hitting the bars here. Yeah, move it forward a little bit if you can. And he just killed the engine. All right, well, I'll take care of that off camera. As you can see, right up front and center, we got a few walkers here. We got a tune of them, Ongeki in the back. We got this guy right here. It's like a GameBoy Kiosk. Or it's not. It's not a giant. It's not a fully functional Game Boy. It looks like a GameBoy Kiosk. Probably be a future video on that. And then everything else there. Unfortunately, I don't have my climbing shoes on like the boss does. So give us a moment to get it loaded. See what we got. Here's our space that we're working with. I was right in the middle of moving some things over to some offsite storage before this guy came. Came about an hour ahead of schedule. That's all good. I was gonna move some of these cabs over here, like this Blanc Velux versus these cabs that we brought at Evo, possibly the DDRs as well. Just because they're show cabs and they're ready to go for shows, so there's no point in having them here, especially if we're going to have a bunch of extra containers coming in. Anyway, give me a moment, and we'll see what we got. And welcome back, everybody. I'm not sure if you can hear it. You can probably hear the door out there blowing back and forth. It's pretty windy outside. Looks like we got some winter weather going. Not too much to talk about, really, aside from the Game Boy that's here. You saw at the start of the video we had a My. That's going to be going out pretty soon. This is really, if we're talking about interesting things, this is the most interesting of the set. Once David gets back in town, he's currently still overseas. We'll be able to do a proper go through of this and see where it ends up going, whether or not we bring it to any shows, or whether we set it up over in the warehouse, or one of the many other locations that we could set it up in. Looking forward to seeing how much of a good condition this is. I honestly haven't really seen one of these just in the wild. So you would see a bunch of the little handheld ones where you'd have like a station and you'd have the Game Boy kind of tethered somewhere, but not one that has the video out. Moving right along, like I said before, not a lot of exciting things. A lot of things are already either buried or they're going to be on the way out. We got a bunch of these guys, the Polaris Chords. Got about maybe 3 or 4 of them. And at least one of them is set to go out the door pretty soon. We got a bunch of tune of them. We got some more in the back. We got another Polaris Chord. Got another Dance Rush. The stage is somewhere over here. Another Polaris Chord. A pair of Initial Ds. Got some extra, looks like some extra monitors. Somewhere over here, there's a stage. Got a couple Wakas back there. We got a bunch of random parts like this. This is the shell for a My. Thankfully, we haven't had the experience where they come in and they're damaged, or they get damaged on their way out during shipping. But in the event that they do, we have some spares. We got some more up there that we've had for a while. I always keep them just in case. But really, that's about it. We had a whole bunch of extra stock with a few of these Polaris Chords, some Tunidums, some My, and just a whole bunch of stock that's going right out the door within the next 1 or 2 days. Anyway, again, aside from maybe 1 or 2 items, not the most exciting, but as said before, what's not exciting for me, or what's not exciting for David, maybe exciting for some of you out there. Either way, thank you all very much for watching. I'm just looking. Let's see if it's really winter outside, or if it's just windy. Open the door. It's just windy. Forecast said it was snow. It's lie. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you the next time.